Get your curls percolated. Oh, Miage. Get you some.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue. What's up, my bonbons? I hope y'all having a good weekend. I hope you checked out Real Housewives of Atlanta review. The episode was but I hope y'all enjoyed the review nonetheless. And Married to Medicine was giving us fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Fever! Sunday nights, moving on to Saturday nights. All right, I'm not happy about that move, but it doesn't matter. I'm DVRing it regardless. So let's get into the episode. It starts off with Dr. Jackie at her office, and she's letting us know that she has cut back on her clients so that she can spend more time with her husband. They're enjoying each other's company. They're bumping nasties. It's just beautiful. It's peaceful, and she's living for it. And I'm happy that she and what is her husband's name? Curtis, right? I'm glad she and Curtis have come to this place, that they have fixed their marriage after everything that went down last year. They're in a totally different place, a totally better place. And I'm here for it because I love love, and I love when people, stick through their marriages, especially when they've been married for 20 plus years. I hate when I see people break up after that amount of time together, because it's either you've been sitting there dormant, not saying anything about whether you're happy or whether you really want to be with this person or not, or you made a mistake from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all just go through y'all trials and tribulations and you work it out. But if it's over after that amount of time, I'm wondering if it was ever really what you said it was. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I be noticing shit. Anyway, y'all, moving along. So Heavenly checks up on Contessa. And Contessa's titties are still small. You know what I'm saying? She said they're like a full B, small C. And Heavenly is like, I do not understand getting brand new titties, and they just the same old regular ass titties that you had before. And I'm like, you know why? Because like Portia said, big titties sweat, okay? Big titties sweat. Big titties are uncomfortable sometimes, and big titties make you look bigger than you are because they be all filling out so much of the fucking shirt, okay? You don't always, I'm telling y'all, big titties only looks good when you're showing cleave. When you have a shirt that's covering up those big titties, sometimes it just makes you look way bigger than you want to look, especially if you got like strong, arms like me. Thank you, genetics. Fuck out of here. I wish I had skinnier arms. Then I wouldn't be so upset about these big ass titties. But then I see people with small arms and big ass titties, and it's still a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So yes, big titties are great when they're out. But when you're trying to cover up the big titties, it's terrible. And then when you're trying not to sweat the big titties, terrible. During the summer here, I want to cut the hose off, okay? Who wants to just be out here lifting their titties up because they tired of the underpart being all hot, okay? Like I'm telling y'all, big titties is an issue. So I totally understand why Contessa wanted to be a normal size, but just sucked up all perky and shit. It's totally what I would do. I would not go any bigger than my normal size, which is already a fucking double D. Like I'm straight off that. Who knew? Child, I didn't know. These hoes was B's, and then they was at my knees. I didn't know what was going on. And woke up one morning and my titties was touching my stomach. I was like, oh, what is this? I didn't like it, y'all. Let's tell you the truth. I did not like it. But moving along. So Quad shows up, and Contessa and her wig are so touched by the fact that everybody showed up, to be supportive of her and see how she's doing. They talk about the fact that they did not go to Mariah's Black Love event, and that's because they felt like it was a shady event, and I feel like it was shady as well. Now listen, y'all know this episode Toya is having this trip to Antigua, I believe, and everybody on Twitter was talking about how is it that you don't want to go to the party, but you want to go to the trip. First of all, I want everybody to stop acting so fucking stupid. These shows have trips that they have to go on. They are contractually obligated to go on these trips if they want their check, okay? So stop acting like, for one, this is really Toya's private vacation that she invited these bitches on. And stop acting too like bitches got enough time to be out here not going to Antigua. Like, fuck out of here. If it's a part of the show, we going to a beautiful island, bitch, I'm going. I don't care how I feel about Toya. I don't care if I ain't married to a nigga. That's Antigua. I can sit on the beach and get rubbed. I can go to get a massage, bitch. I can do a lot by my fucking self in Antigua. So I don't understand why everybody is questioning why Quad didn't want to go to a closed, a close setting party with pictures of all the couples on the fucking tables. Why wouldn't she want to go to that shit? But why? If you don't want to go to that, why would you go on a vacation to an island with couples? Because it's a fucking vacation on an island, bitch. Like, that I ain't gotta pay for. What? Y'all sound stupid asking why she went to the trip but didn't go to the party. Y'all sound fucking stupid. What would you do? Okay, if I didn't want to go to no stank ass party that's gonna make me feel uncomfortable, then I'm not gonna go. But if I want to go to Antigua and the only option for me to go for free is to go with the rest of these couples, then bitch, I guess we going, huh? Like, bitch, I'll be on my phone. Y'all will be all right. There's so much for them to do where Quad can just go and do her own thing every now and again. Like, it's not like she has to be with all the couples 24/7. I imagine all the couples are not gonna even want to be together all the time. It is a couples trip, so they're probably gonna want to spend some time alone. So why Quad can't go spend her time in her room or getting massages or doing whatever the fuck she want to do, watching Netflix in the bed, looking at the fucking water blowing all beautifully and shit. Girl, Brittany will find any reason to go to an island and be happy, okay? But that's just me, y'all. That's just how I feel. Moving along. So Mariah drops by Simone's in her asymmetrical vibe. And because Simone can't cook, she heated up some takeout? Child, I'm about to say leftovers, but no. Ain't nobody cooking over there, all right? And they just sit down and talk, and Simone's constant shade to Quad is annoying. She's like, I'm so surprised that she wants to go. Like, shut the fuck up, Simone. Like, sometimes you really aggravate me because you are so bothered. You and Mariah, so fucking bothered by the fact that Quad does not want to give y'all all the details. Fuck, half the shit is coming out on the blogs. So why do y'all keep feeling the need to make her feel bad because she don't want to constantly be talking about this shit with y'all? She can only go through the emotions a couple of times before she like, all right, that's enough. For them to say that Quad has been erratic, like, she's been on every episode. She's been showing up for the most part to everything, except for that Black Love thing. But I can understand why she wouldn't come to that. This trip is different. It's not everybody in one room with pictures of the fucking couples. Like, it's not like that. I think it's two totally different situations. And I think that Simone and Mariah are just nosy and annoying as fuck and feel entitled to other people's information. And I feel like a lot of us are like that, in this day and age. You feel like you're entitled to know what's going on in somebody's private life because you're friends or because they're on a reality show. When in all honesty, what people choose to show is what it is, okay? I don't have to give you all of the information. If I want to share this bit but not share the rest, bitch, that's my prerogative, okay? So I was kind of annoyed by their attitude towards her, as if she hasn't been showing up, as if she hasn't been sharing. She has been. And I think this was the first time that I felt like Quad might actually be upset by how everything turned out. Not because she wants to be with Gregory, but because it's like, nigga, how dare you cheat on me? Like, seriously? You cheated on me. I'm sure that's a hit to her self-esteem. Because I'd have been looking at that nigga like, nigga, you need to be happy I ain't cheated on you years ago, okay? Like 15, 30 pounds ago, motherfucker. Like, because men can always be disgusting, and women have to be fine and beautiful and perfect all up into their 50s and 60s and shit, while you motherfuckers get big bellies and look pregnant for the next 20 years of our marriage, and you got the nerve to cheat on me? Like, I think that's what's really bothering her and shit. It would bother me too, y'all. So before everybody left for the trip, it came out on the blogs that Quad had took all the furniture up out the house. All right, that's what Gregory said. And I'm like, nigga, you got money, buy some more furniture. Why you telling everybody that? Like, you mess ass nigga. All right, like, why that's what you spoke out against? Like, that's what you spoke out about? The fact that she came and took some furniture, nigga, like, really? Whatever. So Dr. Jackie was working out before this trip because y'all know Dr. Jackie is the most health conscious somebody on a reality show that we've ever seen. And we know she had prior, cancer issues, and staying healthy is the best way to, make sure you stay on the other side of that. But sometimes, y'all, all of that not eating and, working out all the time just makes she look gaunt, all right? Like Dr. Jackie looks tired. Even though the weave is longer and the dresses are more showy than they used to be, she still sometimes looks woe the fuck out, all right? And I just wish that she would add red meat into her diet every now and again. Y'all, I don't really give a fuck about what other people eat, so please don't comment down below, how you gonna tell somebody what to eat? Like, stop taking everything so fucking seriously. You just know there's somebody out there that was gonna feel that type of way. But either way, during her working out, she hurt her leg. So now she's showing up to the airport in a wheelchair. But guess what? Don't nobody give a goddamn. We going to Antigua, goddamn it. We going on this trip, okay? So everybody shows up to the airport except for Quad. She's late. And it's just kind of obnoxious. She's always late. But there's always somebody that's late to these trips. I wouldn't even give a fuck. My husband here, bitch, she'll get here whenever. Like, I'm not about to be worrying my nerves about somebody coming late. So Mariah don't want to see Heavenly, so that's shade automatically. When they get on the bus after they get off the plane, Quad says that she saw Gregory dancing with some girl in a club last night. And Quad says that obviously, since his wife moved out, the side chick stepped in. If you dancing with somebody on the dance floor, as soon as your wife moves out, then obviously that's somebody that you was messing with beforehand. And that could be true, or he could just found some slut that know who he is at the club, and she knew he had some ducats in his pocket and wanted to shake ass for him. Like, it could have been something like that. Who knows? All right? Now, let Quad tell it. She had a homegirl at the club, and she needed to pick something up from her. But let Toya tell it. Quad's homegirl called her and told her that he was at the club, and she came down there to see for herself. And I'm just kind of like, I hope that's not why, because that makes no sense to me. You moved out, you filed for divorce. Why does it matter what he's doing? Why does it matter if he's dancing with some woman? I know it hurts you, and it probably hurts to see, especially considering the fact that y'all marriage has ended mostly because of his infidelity. But to me, it just kind of seems sometimes as if Quad is looking for a reason to be upset with him, looking for a reason to continue to make him look like the bad guy in their situation, when really, I just think that they're incompatible. Like, they want different things. They might have thought they wanted the same things at the beginning of their relationship, but now they just want different things. And I think it's more about that than it is about, his infidelity and all of this other shit. Meaning, I feel like she would have left regardless to whether he would have cheated on her or not. I don't think they would have stayed together even if he hadn't cheated. She might have stayed a little longer, but eventually something would have been the hair to break the camel's back in this situation. So they get to Antigua, you guys. They get to the villas where they're staying. It's beautiful. Toya has got some great taste when it comes to vacations, okay? So it is very nice. They have two separate villas that basically have the same layout, looking at the beach, right on the waters. Just gorgeous. Got the little chocolate Antigua girls singing when they get there. And, everybody's trying to get a room. And y'all, as soon as they said that, Jackie cripple ass jumped up them stairs so quick. That bitch was faster than the Easter bunny trying to get that big old room upstairs, which was, I guess, the master bedroom. And Toya was all mad because she thought it was going to be hers. She wasn't really mad. They was all playing. So Jackie and Curtis jump in the bed like they about to do something. And then here come Eugene and Toya jumping in the bed like they about to do something. Also, somebody could have this bed. I don't know what ended up happening, but I know Dr. Jackie got to that room first, bitch. You should have checked first, Toya. I hate when y'all do that. Y'all say it's one thing, and then when y'all see the rooms, then y'all want to change y'all mind. Fuck out of here. You should have did your research first, okay? First come, first serve out this motherfucker. I'm not about to believe for a second that Toya actually paid for this whole trip. I believe Bravo, Andy Cohen, and Married to Medicine, the show, paid for this trip. Okay, so all of this bullshit is just annoying to me when it comes to them pretending like this was specifically Toya's trip and her husband's credit card paid for it all. Like, I don't believe that. All right. So on the way to the other villa where Contessa, Heavenly, and Quad are supposed to be staying, Toya saw a crab. And, the little crab crawling across the floor. And then she jumps back. And I guess when she jumped back, she accidentally hit Contessa in the titties. And y'all know Contessa is already, kind of uncomfortable and still healing. So she was really hurt by it. She was like, oh, you hit me in my breast, and they didn't show us because I'm thinking that they were mics, but the cameras weren't following them at the time, which is why they didn't show it. And when she gets to her room, Dr. Contessa asks her husband, does he think that she did that on purpose? Because y'all know that they're not getting along. Toya and Contessa are not getting along, to the point where Eugene had to call Contessa and the husband to see if they were going to come on a trip. And I just kind of feel like, y'all, I know that everybody, and I saw this, everybody wants to be mad at Contessa. But if I was Contessa and me and this girl got beef and she petty as fuck the way she is, I would question whether she did that shit on purpose or by accident. I'm sorry. I would question it. And I would probably say to my husband or one of my other friends, do you think she would really do that to me on purpose? Because I really feel like she was just asking because she wanted to know if they thought that Toya would be that mean to hit her. Now, personally, I think that Toya is very capable of some shit like that. I have seen how she works, and I think that she's capable. Do I think that she hit her on purpose? No, I don't think so. I don't think she hit her on purpose, but I also am not going to get mad at Contessa for questioning if she did, okay? However, shit got bad because, well, they wasn't going to go out to dinner with the rest of the group. So her husband came downstairs and told them what was going on, and he said that Toya elbowed Contessa. And he was like, look, I don't know, elbowed, hit, whatever. Her titty is swollen and she don't feel like going nowhere, so I'm going to stay up here with my wife. Y'all, I don't understand why that was such a problem to everybody, but whatever. So Toya doesn't want them to ruin the trip, so they get on the bus so that they can head over to the place that they're supposed to be having dinner. And Heavenly Messy Ass brings it up. And the way she said it, it made me believe that she was trying to buck on Contessa's behalf but being passive aggressive about it. She was like, yeah, you know what, her breast is bruised and very swollen, and she was just asking me if she think that you did it, but you know, we think it's an accident, but she just asked, you know. And then from there, Simone chimes in. Jackie says in a confessional she doesn't, you know, nobody thinks that Toya did it on purpose. But because she asked Heavenly and she talked to Quiet about it, because she talked to them about it, and Heavenly is so fucking messy, Toya got upset, started to cry, and said that she doesn't want her in her fucking villa. Like, get out my fucking villa if you're going to be asking if I would do something like that to you. And Simone is like, she may not have done that on purpose, but Contessa knew what she was doing asking that. And I'm just like, the both of y'all can kiss my ass, okay? Like, I was just so not here for that. I feel like if I was Contessa, I would question that. I would feel the same way. I might not have said anything to Heavenly and Quiet, but I probably would have said something to my husband, and it would have therefore been on camera. And I don't think there's anything wrong with her questioning that, seeing as though Toya loves having beef with somebody, okay? It is obnoxious how much she tries to find blame with Contessa. Contessa don't share enough, she's upset. Contessa comes and apologizes, she still can't accept the apology. Like, if you ask me, the bitch wants to have beef. So yeah, I'm sorry, I think it's a viable question. And everybody looking at Contessa like she somehow fucked up for asking that question. Something is wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with y'all. And I just think that everybody wants to choose sides. I think some of y'all don't like Dr. Contessa, so y'all want to make it seem like that was so fucked up what she did. Like, I was on Twitter today and I was just looking at some of these tweets, and the majority of y'all are on Toya's side, and I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, what is wrong with y'all? I don't know who the fuck all be, you know, watching this show, but y'all some disgusting ass somebodies. It also happened with this Mariah Heavenly situation, but we'll get to that in a minute. So they get to the place where they having dinner, and all of the couples exchange gifts. And Eugene got Toya this diamond that's still being made right now. So all he has is like the fake version to show her the actual size. And it was sweet. All she got for him was a little coupon book for sexual favors. And I'm like, but you was giving him all of that shit anyway. Jackie and Curtis exchanged black diamond gifts, bracelets, and a new ring set. Heavenly gave her husband some diamond cufflinks. He gave her a necklace, I believe. I forgot what he gave her. It was definitely jewelry though. No, it was earrings. And then Mariah got a bracelet, and Simone got a wallet that matched her bag. It was all name brand stuff, so don't think any of this shit was cheap. But the dudes who came out with the diamonds was definitely hit a sleigh. They was not playing. They was at a sleigh with them diamonds, you dig a mean. And it was just nice and a beautiful moment. And after all the couples finished exchanging their gifts, Heavenly had a gift for Quad because she didn't want her to feel left out, and it was a diamond bracelet. And I was like, bitch, you's a good friend, Savannah girl. Yo, that was a good gift. I could not believe she did that for her, and I thought it was so sweet because the whole time they kept showing Quad at the end of the table by herself, and I felt bad for her. And this was just, a really nice moment. She was emotional, appreciative, humbled by the fact that Heavenly even thought to do something like that for her. And then it all went downhill. So y'all, they playing the game Truth or Drink. And they asked, if you could change sexes, if you could wake up the next morning and be the opposite sex, what would you do? And Cecil says the first thing he would do is put on some tight pants, get on Instagram, and twerk for the people. And I'm like, oh yeah, Cecil? That's what you would do? Why? And then he started to twerk at the table. And I was just like, okay, Simone, you got that man feeling himself. Okay, look. Y'all do the most. He was kicks, though. And then Toya asked the men, have you ever considered cheating? And when she asked that to her husband, Eugene, he said no. And then Quad says, oh, you better not ask Dr. G that. And when she said that, everybody looked at her like, oh, she just said something about it. So I guess that means we can ask her about the blog. And then Toya goes straight in. Well, damn, I didn't know I could ask you nothing. So what's going on with this blog situation? I was like, bitch, if you don't shut up. Like, she has no couth, you guys. She has no couth. She doesn't read the room. She's unaware as fuck. And it's just obnoxious for somebody to be her age with those big ass eyes and just be so willfully unaware of when she's stepping on people's toes and asking questions that are unnecessary and uncalled for the moments, okay? So Mariah starts to kind of say to Quad, well, we would appreciate, as the group, just knowing something, if you would share something. And Heavenly is like, she has shared with you. She has. And that's when she was like, look, I'm talking to Quad right now. And Quad says, listen. And she had to fight to get her words in because Mariah keeps interrupting her with the amens and yes and all that. Bitch, if you want her to talk, why don't you let her talk? Every single time Quad has started to open up to y'all, you for some reason have to take the attention in some type of way by saying something or asking something or diverting the question. Like, it's just always something where Mariah steals Quad's moment when she's trying to share, and then you sit here in her face and ask for her to share, and when she is sharing, you're continuing to overtalk her. I don't understand. I don't understand it at all. And Quad gets emotional and says, I just saw my motherfucking husband in a club shaking ass with a bitch last night. I just saw that shit. She's upset about that. Like, I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at myself for being so stupid because she was hurt by that shit. And the look on Mariah's face was, like, I was like, what is that? Are you about to laugh or do you feel sad for her? Which one is it? I am so confused right now. I don't think that Mariah means Quad any good. I just really don't. She comes off like she's always trying to steal the thunder, like she feels entitled because she brought Quad into the group. And when Heavenly kept saying that she did not have to share anything other than what she had already shared, she and Mariah start to go back and forth. And Damon tried to interject because Damon felt strongly about the fact that Quad does not have to share anything she doesn't want to. She doesn't have to give you any information that she doesn't want to. And I agree with that. She said a lot. She's just said something. So why are you always asking more, especially when you can't shut the fuck up long enough to hear what she said already? Okay? So in the process of all of this going back and forth, when Damon started to speak, and he was just trying to bring everybody back down here. Damon was not raising his voice. He was not saying anything disrespectful, but he was just saying, you guys, can I just say what I have to say? I don't feel like she has to say anything if she doesn't want to. For some reason, Mariah thought this was the time for her to take one of the glass flutes, break the shit off the side of her chair, and hold it in her hand like she was going to cut somebody. And then proceeds to say that nobody can defend Quad to her because she's known Quad longer than any of you other bitches at this table. And I'm like, so the fuck what? What does that mean? When you're wrong, you're wrong. And if somebody's going to call you out on it, what does it matter if you knew Quad first? Quad has been on this show for how many 6 seasons? We all know her well enough for us to jump in when you are overstepping your fucking boundaries. But she says that Heavenly looks like a fucking fool saying something to her about Quad. So Heavenly gets upset, jumps up, and slings her chair towards Mariah. The chair did not hit her or anything, but that's when Aiden was like, hey, hey. And Damon was like, wait a minute, bruh, like, don't do that. Like, and I got upset too, you guys, because I felt like, so it was okay for her to break the fucking glass flute like she was gonna cut somebody. That was okay. But Heavenly gets up and slings her chair, and now you want to jump in and try to calm some shit down? And when Damon got involved, Aiden was like, it's family, it's family, it's family. I'm just saying, it's family. Everybody has to interject for their wife, but at the end of the day, I feel like I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about. Mariah took that shit way too far when she broke that glass on that chair. Heavenly slinging her chair, so the fuck what? She slung the chair. That bitch broke a glass and was holding it in her hand like she was gonna cut some motherfucking body. I don't care what y'all say. Mariah took it to another level like she gonna be a hood bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what she wanna do. And Heavenly was like, bitch, whatever. And they trying to push Heavenly away and all of that. But it wasn't going to be no physical altercation. And I don't even think it was going to be a physical altercation between the men. Damon got up, Aiden got up, but you know, Curtis and Seesaw in between them, so they're like, come on, y'all, break all that up. So Mariah and Aiden go ahead and walk away, and Heavenly is like, you need to check. They each telling their husbands they need to check their bitches. You need to check your bitch, check your bitch. I don't like all of that. I don't like all of that. For one, I don't feel like Damon was being disrespectful. I feel like if Aiden wanted to say something, he should have said something when Toya and Quad were trying to get that glass out of Mariah's hand, and she gonna tell Toya, don't you motherfucking touch me. Bitch, you took it to a whole nother level when you did that. And everybody gonna sit up there and act like it was all Heavenly. I don't see it that way. And I also understood why Heavenly was saying what she was saying about Quad. She seems closer to Quad than a lot of the other women are. And if she wants to come to bat for Quad in this moment, because I'm also very exhausted with them always feeling entitled to every little detail of her life. Like, if she don't want to share, leave her the fuck alone. Your man is sitting right there, bitch. Worry about him. This is supposed to be about couples. Worry about your man. When you feel like you're doing too much and you making your friend uncomfortable, switch to your dick, okay? I'm just saying, y'all, I did not like that. It annoyed me very much. I was on Twitter and everybody was talking about how, yeah, Mariah, cut that bitch and all of this. There's some ignorant fucking people on Twitter that watch this show. I'm going to just go ahead and say that right now, because Mariah was not right in any sense of the word. She wasn't right with the way she handled Quad. She wasn't right when she hit that glass over that, you know, on that chair and all of that. That was way, way, way over the top. Even though I don't think she was going to do anything, it was just way, way over the top and unnecessary. And it made everybody at the table feel like, is this bitch going to try to cut us? Like, really? I just thought it wasn't that serious. Y'all can say what y'all want to. Heavenly cusses all day. But Heavenly, I ain't never seen Heavenly do no shit like that. Slinging her chair, like, so what? The chair didn't even touch nobody. She slung the chair, she got up. This bitch was acting like she was gonna cut somebody. Like, do we not understand how those two things are different? But everybody gonna blame Heavenly because she has something to say. I am also very exhausted with everybody kind of making Quad feel like she has to bare her soul every time they ask her to. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. Either way, y'all, it was a good-ass episode. Whether you agree or disagree, I think we can agree that the tea was hot, bitch. I enjoyed it thoroughly. All right, y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Check down below in my description box for the link to my Patreon account and my PayPal account. I appreciate y'all oh so much for watching. I also appreciate all my new patrons who donate on my Patreon and to my PayPal. I appreciate everybody that does this so very, very much. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good beginning to y'all week, and I'll see y'all in the next video.